The director of Collective Roots, and who I contacted for this partnership to talk a little bit about, from their perspective, how they feel about the seed library.
Yeah, well, we couldn't be more excited about the seed library. It fits right into our program, especially our Backyard Gardeners Network. We're providing the resources that people need to grow their own food. And it makes so much sense for folks to come down to the library and check out seeds, to be able to grow them in the gardens that we're helping folks build. I think it's a partnership made in heaven.
So what do you feel is the overall goal of the project?
I think the overall goal is to provide resources to the community, to help teach people more about gardening so that they can grow their own food, and have a resource in the community where people don't have to go to to a nursery to buy their seedlings or their seeds. They can come here and check them out, and hopefully eventually replenish the seeds in the library, their seed saving, all the while providing food for their families and helping reduce those grocery bills, which we all know are so expensive nowadays.
Yeah, absolutely. You want to talk about the farmers market real quick too, since you...
Yeah, the EPA Farmers Market has been going on for a couple of years now, and it's at the East Palo Alto YMCA every Saturday from 2 to around 4. And it's a resource where we have several vendors coming from other farmers markets, but we're trying to grow the vendors here in East Palo Alto so that eventually most of the food at the farmers market will come from Palo Alto or East Palo Alto residents. And that's another way the seed library can fit into that. People can check out seeds, and as they grow their excess, they can sell that at the market through a certification program we have.
Well, that's awesome.
Yeah, it is awesome.
So I'm here with Larry Moody, who is one of the patrons of our seed library. He's actually the first patron on our opening day. So what kind of seeds did you get? You are.
Cool. It's nice to be first. So. Right. Actually, I got some kale. I got some kidney beans, and I got some lemon drop. So I can make some lemon drop flowers in our backyard. Right?
Yeah.
And, so it's kind of cool. Initially, I just was grabbing an entire packet, right? Because I'm like, I'm really taking a leap of faith. We're trying to change our habits at home. We're trying to incorporate gardening and healthy choices in our food. We want to have our own vegetables in our backyard and kind of have that experience at home. So. Yeah, so this is great. I'm looking forward to getting my hands dirty in my backyard.
Yeah. Well, you're talking about your wife is in charge of the block, and so she's going to talk about gardening in your backyard.
Yeah. So we've actually had a meeting with Nicole from Collective Roots at our home a week or so ago. And we met her at a community forum where she kind of talked about Collective Roots and their desire to kind of get out into the community and really help people to navigate through, this gardening thing. And we at East Palo Alto have a rich history in gardening.
Yeah.
And have really good soil. So, and we're not green thumb type folks, so this is really kind of stepping out in some new territory for us. But our motivation is really about the health of our family. We want to be able to make better choices about our food intake. We want to be able to go in the backyard and get some tomatoes and those types of things. And so she came over to the house and kind of really talked about how easy it is.
Yeah,
that's not what
cable access. You don't have to be a rocket scientist. And there's some very, and they'll help us along the way. They'll bring some volunteers over, help us with our tools and understand how to utilize the tools. So my wife kind of took that idea and ran with it.
I always
Nicole sent over some flyers, and we just kind of went around the neighborhood and started door knocking.
Yeah?
And, so.
All right. You guys are going to come down and get your seeds here?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's it's coming into the library, and I really commend you and your staff and what you're doing here, kind of opening up the library to new ways of thinking and new ways of serving the community. And so it's going to be exciting to be able to come over here and not only get seeds, but also to meet with other people in the community, right, who probably know more about gardening than I do.
Than me. That's for sure. I don't know anything about gardening. That's why we brought So when we collect the roots, yeah.
Yeah, and just who knows, we can maybe build a stronger network of individuals who, through the library, we're able to kind of connect and see how your garden is growing.
Yeah,
You know,
absolutely.
and see how this stuff is going. Sure.
Good. All right. Well, thank you very much, Larry.
Oh, it's my pleasure.
All right.
Thanks for all that you've done.
This is Sharif, and he's the one who built our seed library. And Sharif, you want to talk about the process you did to build that library?
First, I had to gather all the wood, so most of the wood came from my backyard or from some other builds or other finds. Go on Craigslist and find free wood or whatnot, then take it home, refinish it, resize it, cut it up, and then just kind of devise a plan, kind of figure out how to do it, and measure it up. And so the wood on the shell, the outside of it, was from another build, from another project. I kind of just made like a big shoe rack, and so I had leftover for that. And then the pieces in the middle that divide the cubby holes were 2x6s, or 1.5 inch by 5.5 inch, literally, because there's no more 2 or 6s. But anyway, cut that up and refinished it and put it in to give the individual 12 cubby holes to make the boxes go through the IKEA boxes, so it fit well. And actually worked with another neighbor, a youngster kid, that showed him how to help build wood or cut the wood and like construct it together. So it was kind of a neighborhood effort. Me and myself and the neighborhood. It was Ricardo. So it was cool. It was fun.
That's awesome. All right, thank you. We appreciate it.